Welcome to your favorite Capricorns podcast with Shanti
and Chanel, where we hope to bring you peace, comfort, and connection through our life stories.
Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Capricorns.
Welcome back.
You got to say the YouTube bit.
Yeah.
What she usually say is, we're on YouTube now.
Oh, we're on YouTube now. I was so focused on hitting that note. It is one of them days.
And you did.
One of them days is a good movie. If y'all have not seen it, it is now on Netflix. One of them days is now. You
by Keke Palmer. See,
yes.
One of them days, my brain was like, Mary J. Blige got a movie.
Go, Mary.
It's not even Mary. It's Monica.
On that note.
Yeah.
How's your week
going?
Well, how is my week going? I feel like a tree changing colors. Mm-hmm. It's fall. I'm feeling festive. I feel like a leaf that's going from green to orange, and we're here. We're here.
Okay, so you're in transition, is what I'm hearing.
In transition. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a transition. This week, it's like I'm back at them little things where you put your coin in and you get a prize and you don't know what it is.
We're circling back to that emotion.
Yes. I'm back there again. I got an award this week that I wasn't expecting to get. I was like,
okay. All right. But this time, you know what? You're at the coin where it's 50 cents, not just 25 cents. You put two quarters.
Yeah, I put 2 quarters in there.
You put 2 quarters. So then it allows you to twist twice.
Yeah.
You get 2 prizes.
Got to do the whole rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's where I'm at. That's this week. It's just, I at this point, I might be playing Pokemon. Got to catch them all. Getting on my little.
Okay. What's his name? What's the boy name?
Ash Ketchum.
Ash. Yes, Ash. You better.
I'm Ash. Instead of I'm Ash Shanti this week.
Ash Shanti is crazy work. Ash Shanti is crazy work.
I'm trying to be creative, But yeah, that's my week. How are y'all doing, listeners? How's y'all week going? As y'all know how we do our check-in, so you gotta give it to us with a little bit of flavor. You can't just be like, "Oh, my week was good." We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We like the drama. Okay.
We live for it.
Okay. And if you thought you was leaving this episode without hearing about a black business, you have been mistaken. Mic drop. Who your gem of the week this week, girl?
So my gem of the week is a Black-owned fragrance company called Tijon. It is a performance lab. It is a perfume lab where you can make custom scents. So for your significant other, for you, with the holidays coming up, it makes for a perfect gift. So created in 2007 by John Bergold, is in a small village in St. Martin. Tijon is a French expression for a French Caribbean lifestyle. They have several locations outside of St. Martin, which there's so many that I didn't even think all of these places existed. But we have Houston, Atlanta, Key West, Miami, Nashville, Pensacola, Phoenix, Charleston, New Orleans. And the most recent one they just opened is Tampa, which is the one I wanted to shout out. So Black owned and operated by Cheryl and Mosey. You can visit this down in Ybor to make your custom perfume or cologne. It is a perfect gift, like I said, with the holidays coming up. check out their website at Tijon.com, which is where you can connect with all the other sites that they have. It is not a brand deal, but we are speaking it into existence. So tell them your favorite Capricorn sent you. So then that way I can go and try and get sponsored. But yes, go. If you love a good scent, I know I love a good scent. And what better way to customize your own personal scent? When people smell you when you walk by, they can be like, ooh, what's that scent? And you can tell them, oh, this is custom. This is one of a kind. Maybe you can't get this nowhere.
Okay. You can't find this just anywhere.
Okay.
Period. I love that. I wasn't expecting them to be all over the world.
Literally. Yeah.
Like when you said that, I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Like, you still going, naming places. I love that.
And you can franchise your own. So like if you want to be on your entrepreneur journey, you can franchise your own. That's how the one in Tampa ended up happening. Cheryl and Mosey actually went to the one in St. Martin. And they was like, oh, we like this. We want to invest. And Tijon was like, oh, here's an opportunity. Do you want to franchise one? And that's how it came to existence. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So the one in Tampa is Black owned.
Now the other ones, I'm not sure if the other ones are Black franchise, but I know the original owner, he was Black. John was Black. And so he's been able to franchise this perfume business, and you just go in. It's cute, quaint. If you search on TikTok, you can see what the inside of them look like. So yeah. Okay.
Matter of fact, we're going to pause right here and insert a video, because why not? Just show y'all what... For the people that are watching on YouTube, y'all get to see it. Now, if y'all just listening, for sure, check the description and you'll be able to find their links and look at them, look into them. But for the viewers, we got y'all a little treat.
We got the exclusive drop right here.
Period. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, when I come to visit, we got things to do.
We do have things to do, honey.
We got to run
the things to do. What's your gem of the week?
Yeah, so I want to shout out Bigga Boyz. That's Bigga Boyz with a Z. And I want to shout them out today. They are a premium DJ and sound rental service that brings the party to you. So that's setup, breakdown, and then some. So premium in their luxury. So they offer PA speakers and subwoofers, controllers, mixers, mics. They have a light show, fog machine, and so much more. Working with them is also easy because they offer flexible rental periods and competitive rates. Now, they are still starting up and they're in their DM to inquire stage, but that means that they have some availability and they're ready to work with you. So they can be found on their Instagram at Bigga, BIGGA _ Boyz, BOYZ on Instagram. And they want to help you with your next event. So hit them up.
Yeah, do that. Y'all do that. Y'all go hit them up. Get it while it's fresh and hot. Don't say we didn't tell you, because when they blow up, we don't complain that you didn't get a chance to experience.
Exactly. Now, this ain't a sponsored post, but of course, as always, we are speaking it into existence. And of course, our next segment of the show is just talking about what is out here in these internet streets, because y'all know, and not even just the internet streets, but just pop culture and society, because there's always so much going on. So we got to keep each other in the know. This, you know what? This the group chat segment. We gonna call this the group chat segment.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. What you putting in the group chat this week, girl?
This week I'm putting in the group chat Love is Blind. Cancel it.
Going on.
Wrap it up.
They doing the what is it? When they drop like certain amount of episodes throughout the season? Are they?
Oh yeah, so we're to the altar.
Okay.
We're to the altar part. Wrap it up. Just cancel it. I don't know why they put that man on there. I think his name is Edsman or Edmund. Why did y'all put that man on the internet and embarrass him like that? There's clearly a delay. There's something intellectually not all the way there.
Is that a black man?
Yeah. Maybe this goes to your black exploitation that we talked about last week. This could go into this could go into that theory concept. But Love Is Blind, I think it's time. I think it did what it needed to do season 1. And then after that, it kind of just got to this point where people were just like going on there to be famous or influence. I don't know.
Be seen.
Let's just wrap it up. I think y'all had a good run. Let's just wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Lauren and her husband had their first baby.
They were probably the most. There's probably like maybe 6 couples, maybe 5 couples that have been successful since Love Is Blind inception.
Define successful.
They're still married.
Okay.
They're still married.
Okay.
Because you got Chelsea and the other boy. I forgot his name. Chelsea.
Is that Barrett? The Barretts?
Maybe. Chelsea and her husband. Then you got Lauren and her husband. And then there's 3 other ones.
I know there was Zach and his wife.
Yeah, Zach and his wife. Mm-hmm. They just had a baby. Yeah, their baby's probably about to be 1 or something like that now.
I think they was the first baby, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the first Love Is Blind baby.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's done what it needed to do. I think it taught the lesson it needed to teach that, love can be blind.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need any more. I know they were supposed to come to Tampa, but
Pack it up.
don't.
Pack it up.
We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need that.
That's unfortunate.
So, yeah.
Because I watched this season up to almost the last day in the pods.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's getting down to the last bit because the people start freaking out and they're like, oh, do I marry this man that I'm dating? I really like him a lot, but like, is he my husband? Actually, let me just propose to somebody because I'm feeling
that
them.
Defeats the purpose.
Like, I feel like that's where it's gotten to. Like, and that's why we get a lot of the older, like, well, not older, but like the later proposals in the little pod section, and they're like, oh yeah, on the last day, they're like, no, it's the last day, I gotta propose. And it's like, you actually don't
but because you want to continue on the show, you want to find a partner, so it's just wrap it up. I feel like my last good season was with the bisexual man. And he didn't tell her until after they got engaged. And she was just like, yeah. So there was a man who got engaged to a woman on that show. And he waited until they were on that, after they get engaged, they go to the little island and they the honeymoon or whatever,
whatever that's called,
the pre-honeymoon, I guess, because they're not married.
They little vacation. So on that little vacation was like, I'm bisexual or I've dealt with men or something like that. And she was just like, why you ain't tell me this in the pods? Because now I feel like you knew I may have an adverse reaction, and so you waited until I'm already trapped in this state of, okay, we're engaged. Like, I feel like that's also, like, when you add labels on it, you add, like, a level of expectation. Like, when you get engaged, you're like, okay, I want to stay with this person until we follow through to the marriage. And so he waited until she done already locked in, like, she's thinking about marriage, and then now you want to tell her your sexuality? That should have been something that y'all were talking about in the pod. Literally, that's what the whole thing was about. And so
that's hoodwinked.
I feel like she definitely had the right to be upset. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, you got a problem with bisexual men? It's not even that. It's the fact that he held out.
Yeah.
He held it, like, that's withholding information. Because that could have been the
just as bad as a lie.
Hello.
Just as bad as a lie.
Yeah, so I think that was the last season for me. I feel like after that,
even with that piece that you just mentioned, wrap it up. Just wrap it up. Whatever y'all are filming now, make that be the end. I know that means that people may lose jobs, but y'all need to pivot to something else. pit.
Yeah. Or even, okay, what's that show? Too Hot to Handle, where they pretty much catfish people to thinking that they're going on another show, but it's actually Too Hot to Handle, where they have to pretty much keep it in their pants, and if they don't, they end up getting penalized. And like they trick people on going on a show and be like, oh, you're just going to be on vacation for a couple of with some hot singles and yada yada yada. And so instead of being like, you're going on Love is Blind, just be like, we're going on a dating show with the intent to marry, or something.
Okay, I get what you mean.
So it's not like people are like, oh, I'm trying to get famous. Like Love is Blind is a very popular show, but then also you still have the people who want to be seen.
Yeah.
So.
And then I think just with influencer culture, it takes the joy out of shows like that, which I think they could do a better job of vetting people. Like, why don't y'all just choose people based on like their Instagram? Like, choose people who don't have a heavy following. Like, I'm sure there's people who genuinely want this experience.
Yeah.
But, you know, because of ratings, you need to choose the people that are going to be the drama. But, I mean, I get it. They got a job. They got numbers. Anywho, Love is Blind. Wrap it up. Also, if you need a good show to watch, the Murdoch Family Murders is now on Hulu. They ate down with that cast. I'm gonna just say they ate down with the cast. It's a good show. You kind of already know how it ends if you've been watching if you watched the documentary about the Murdochs. If you don't, this would be a great opportunity for you to learn about them. They were an affluent family in South Carolina, generations of lawyers. A situation happened. I'm not going to spoil it, but a situation happens that lands their family in hot water. But the situation now is unearthing a lot of things that the family has been doing illegally and covering up. And so the story follows the situation that put them in hot water, but then also kind of spans out and shows you all the other things that they've been doing that they had no business doing. And so, yeah, it's good white mess. If you love a good white mess show, this is quality white mess.
The white man show be making me angry.
But this one is not any crime against like Black people. So, I mean, it's like them just mess in the mess. But no.
I feel like anytime I just and maybe no.
Well, are you into like true Black crime people stuff?
It's not necessarily that. It's more so I can't stand rich white men drama because it's usually like, oh, they gave these people loans to start these businesses that became powerful businesses while pushing down Black people because that's the only way they could have, gave the white man the power before. And so now they done been taking this power and being dickheads, then have generations of fucking dickheads. Sorry.
Well,
generations of white nasty people who done now we got a whole documentary because they was trifling, but whole time we could have just leveled the playing field and they could have gave that money to Black people. But here we go. Now we're entertained by their raggedy stories and who they are as people because they
I will say it's a lot of white on white crime. So It is them fucking their own people over, essentially. So.
And we could have but burn down the Black towns because they're the problems. That's where my brain go every time. I just and so I personally don't be watching them, but I get
I love true crime shows, so I can't I just love it. I love it.
Every time I think it's also just when I think of like white people that have been rich for a long time, I just don't believe that their start was. I don't know. I don't want to.
It wasn't an honest start. It wasn't an honest start.
It wasn't an honest start. It was literally they got a leg up because the banks was racist.
Like, I mean, yeah.
That's where I be at, but I digress.
Well, what you been seeing out there in pop, and what you gonna put in the group chat?
Let me tell y'all what y'all elected officials got going on. So currently we are in a government shutdown. Now,
if you didn't know.
Now, a lot of us have military people that are in our friend groups and our families, and they are affected. So make sure you keeping your military people in your prayers.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about this government shutdown now. It's not the first, and it's probably not the last, but it is definitely significant. Now, for me, I get food stamps because I'm currently fun employed, and I will be affected come November 1st if they don't get it together. Mm-hmm. So if y'all want to support your girl, send me a message. Now, let me tell y'all what causes a government shutdown. Now, a government shutdown when the Congress is not able to pass appropriations bills that finance the operations of federal agencies and programs. Now, that includes the NIH and SNAP benefits. Now, these appropriation bills are designed to fund the government until the conclusion of each fiscal year, which ends on September 1st, and this shutdown started on October 1st. No, September 30th. My apologies. Now, if a new appropriations bill isn't enacted by this deadline, Congress needs to pass a temporary measure, which is known as a CR or continuing resolution, which sustains the government's funding at its current level. Now, in the absence of an approved appropriations bill or a CR, the government faces a shutdown due to the lack of funding. Now, the most significant shutdowns in history include the 35-day shutdown of 2018 to 2019 during the first presidency of Donald Trump, caused over a dispute over expanding barriers on the U.S.-Mexico border. The next one is the 21-day shutdown during 1995 to 96 during the Bill Clinton administration over the opposition to major spending cuts. And the 16-day shutdown in 2013 during Barack Obama's administration caused over a dispute over implementing the Affordable Care Act. Now, the other 8 shutdowns lasted 5 or fewer days. So, knowing that we're recording right now on the 22nd of October. So, we already on day 2022. So that we're already at the second largest shutdown in history. And the first one was Donald Trump in the same administration. So let's talk about it. Who does get paid? Let's get into it. So the people who are getting paid during this time are lawmakers, Supreme Court justices, federal judges, and workers whose compensation doesn't rely on annual appropriation from Congress. Instead, they can find their funding through other spending packages such as the Big Beautiful Bill. I don't know if y'all know.
Interesting.
But that was one of them ones that, was causing a little kerfluffle up in the Congress.
Not a kerfluffle.
They were not here for it. Now, the military, as I stated, is not on the list to get paid. So they ended up getting paid October 15th because Trump moved $8 billion from the Pentagon's research and development funds to cover the October 15th payroll. But the next payment at the end of the month, because this is a 5-week month, so they got paid the first week, the 15th, and then that last week, there's not enough funds to cover this next payment that's coming. So I'm very curious to see how we move forward. 1, through this shutdown. 2, what they're going to do. Like, what's going to be? Are they going to say, all right, let's give all the funds? Are we going to shut the government down indefinitely? Like, what happens next? Because, like, it doesn't feel like, I don't know. Like, this doesn't feel like one of them shutdowns that's going to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to be like, okay. Like, I feel like we're really at odds right now in the government.
It's scary times.
it's very scary time. So please.
And to think that we have lived at our age, we have lived through so many historical fucking moments
already.
Like what we done, we went through the pandemic, 9/11, 2 government shutdowns. Like you said, 2 of the largest government shutdowns. We've been through a black president, a black woman vice president. I can't wait till I get old to tell my kids, my grandkids, listen, your grandma done been through a lot. Grandma's seen a lot. Grandma
done lived a full life before I have lived a 35.
Full life. Honey. But on a serious note, all we got, just create your little pocket of peace and joy during this time. Save what you can, and what you can't. Hey, this is the time where you lean into your community.
Yes.
You be talking to your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what can we do for each other? Hey, maybe so-and-so cooks this night. So-and-so cooks this night. You know, if childcare is a thing, maybe one of the people in your neighborhood has an elderly parent that's maybe retired, or maybe they're retired people, and you can say, hey, we'll pay you a fraction of what we were paying here to watch our kid. You know, like, this is your time to really lean on your community and figure out what y'all can do to support each other, because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Bring back bartering. Like, I feel like money is becoming obsolete. Like, it's more beneficial if I can get these groceries, but necessarily I can't really cook. So if there's somebody that can cook and all they need is some food. So say I buy the groceries, they know how to cook. Not only am I getting the meal, but they're getting the meal. They put the work in to make the food. I bought the food. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be a one-to-one exchange. It can literally be whatever you agree to. Don't let nobody bully you to say, oh, this isn't a fair exchange. It ain't their exchange. So why does it matter? So bring back talking to people. What do you need? What can I do? How can I help? Like, figure out what people's pitfalls are and where you can fit in and fill the gaps and things like that. So really, like Chanel said, like, it's time to lean on the community, really understand how we can work with each other, because clearly don't nobody else got us but us. So
yep, that's it. That's it.
Well, what y'all got going on in the group chat? What y'all want to put in the group chat? Because we like to chat. We got things to talk about because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So what y'all adding to the group chat this week, y'all? All right. I think I tried to say okay and all right at the same time.
All right. Let me try. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
But I know I'm listening to this back. I'm like, what did you just say? Child. Okay. So today, y'all, we want to talk about just societal expectation and being in your soft girl era. This is something that has become a buzzword lately. Soft girl, like soft girl. What does that even mean? So we want to hop into it today and just have a little chat about it. So our first question.
Before you start the first question, I just thought about that. What is it? Soft life, hard wig concept. You never seen that? No. It's basically like black women who marry or date white men. They usually have a hard wig. So, you know, the wigs that aren't plugged, they're just kind of slapped on your head.
And, I understand the concept now.
But they have a softer life, apparently. I mean, I don't wiggers know. And not wiggers. Not wiggers. I'm dead.
They do not be living a soft life. I think that's perception too. Like,
hard wig, soft life. Couldn't be me. Because why do I have to look a mess to have a soft life? That's crazy.
That sound like the life ain't soft enough because you
or too soft. Because baby, stand up.
Because okay, let's get into this because I got questions. How does the soft girl era pretty much go together with how gender roles and feminist ideals are evolving now? You know, we're intersectionalists. We're Black women, so it's not just gender roles. It's really like societal roles at this point because we really get it from all angles. So how would you say the soft girl era kind of, I guess, works with the gender roles and the ideology of this feminist society?
Well, I want to speak to the gender roles because I think over the centuries, we have changed what the gender roles are. Traditionally, you have a man, the woman, the man leads the house, the woman is there to be a support person. But now you have more women who are head of household. And so there's a lot of women who are single and they like, I got it. Like, I don't need a man to lead because I am leading. And then the men are like, well, I'm not following behind no woman. So I think with this whole soft girl era movement, it's trying to get you to tap back into that femininity. And like, you don't have to be the leader or where a woman was supposed to be naturally, because I do think that men should lead. Like, I think that's just a natural order of like how human beings exist. Even when you look at like, you know, not trying to compare us to animals, but like even when you have like a lion, you have the head lion. Well, let's take Lion King for example. You had Mufasa, and then you had his wife, and then you had the babies. Mufasa led the pride, and so essentially, you kind of need that as well. Like, you need that balance, and that's something that I'm working on in my own personal life. Is like that balance between I've been leading for a very, very long time. And now dating is difficult because I don't know how to be able to trust a man to lead me to a desert with water instead of the other way around, a desert with no water, because that has happened. But I think for me, soft girl era means like I can just be womanly. Like, I can be feminine, I can be dainty, I can be soft, I can be gentle, I can be loving, I can be kind. I feel like now the state that I'm in now is like I'm the decision maker. Like, I have to make the decisions for me and my household, which I mean, it's just me and my mama, but still I have a household that I have to make decisions for. Like, I'm keeping up with the bills, I'm making sure that the pest control people are coming, I'm making sure that I'm attending HOA meetings, I gotta make sure that all the pieces to the puzzle are together. And so I don't think that allows me to be softer because I do have to be dominant. Like, I have to be the dominant person. Like, I can't be punked out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to make decisions. And so even at work, it's difficult too to be softer and kinder and gentle because you are that decision-making person. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Okay. I will add that men will lead you to hell and be like, oh, here we are.
Don't you like it here? It's a bit warm, but
and if you're like, and then be surprised that you do not enjoy this. Like,
are you not entertained?
I'm not. Okay, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I think it's because I have a shifted perspective in the current moment that there are certain things that I'm like, okay, all right. So I just read a book. It's called Sapiens, and pretty much the history of civilization, and the whole patriarchal whatever is really just a facade. Like, it's not real. Like, oh, men are better leaders. No, it's just that they've structured society to make you rely on men. And now we're in the first 100 years of men being opening up the, I guess, the permissions way, like open up the permissions to the rest of the group, essentially, at this point, because you don't need a man to sign a mortgage or get a loan anymore. You don't have to get married in order to thrive in today's society. But
you can vote.
It is nice to have a partner. And I feel like we as a society was like, oh, you have to get married. But I genuinely feel like we should definitely have more community-based community-based communities, I guess, like where it's not necessarily, oh, you and your husband or these couples, but literally, like, if like the college friends, if we all lived around each other and we all got a compound, I know we'd be straight. So, and that's without partners. We don't necessarily need partners to get that. And so I feel like for me, I'm not a gender roles type of girl. It's more so, what are your abilities and what are my abilities, and how?
So you're thinking of the individual. Like the individual. Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like we tend to put ourselves in too many boxes. Like, I feel like we should be able to do what we're capable of, and that be it, instead of it be, oh, you're supposed to be able to do XYZ. I could do XYZ. I mean, and it doesn't bother me. But what are the things that I can do, but I don't necessarily like to do, or I don't necessarily thrive in doing those type of things. So personally, I could cook, and I could wash the dishes. Or actually, I don't really want to wash the dishes, but let's say I cook. My partner wash the dishes and take out the trash. I could fold some laundry and I could put them away, but I'm not trying to sweep the floor. So things like that. So, and it's like, oh, the cleaning up the house is a woman's role. No, it ain't. Everybody got to clean. Everybody make a mess. So
because if you don't have a woman in your life, are you just not cleaning your home? But you'd be surprised because some people just don't clean their homes.
Exactly. They yes, the answer for them is yes. And there's no woman in their life. Are you not going to clean? That's exactly what's happening. And so I feel like for me, the soft girl era is low key them trying to slip patriarchy back in there and be like,
you're on to something. They got my ass. They got me.
But I get it though. I definitely get it. Like, I'm tired of working hard. I'm tired of being a leader too. But I also understand that, again, niggas will lead you to hell.
Yeah.
And ask you why you not enjoying it here. And I'm not enjoying it. So because also I am a believer that women's right to a left turn. Listen, I feel like they should have never been like, oh, no, they should never allow the whole two partners in a household working being the standard. Because now, who taking care of the kids? Who take care of the house? Both of y'all got to work 40 hours a week, and everybody tired. When I could not work, I could take care of this household. I could take care of the kids. Now the kids got to go to daycare. The kids got to go to school. They could raise up rent because all these people in the household, everybody's supposed to be making money. Minimum wage covers nothing. There's no reason. Don't let me I'm on my soapbox. Minimum wage is $7.25 federally. Federally, $7.25. There is respectfully, that's under the poverty line.
Yeah, it is. That's a fact.
So you telling me I can work? I'm working 40 hours a week, and I still need governmental assistance.
And how long has it been 725? Now I need to look that up.
It's been 725. I want to say since the 80s, but let's see. But I do know what I can say is we fought for $20 minimum wage during COVID, and that was one of them ones that they tried to almost shut the government down for. And whole time, but we're getting refund checks. Fuck them little refund check. I want $20 an hour. Let me get something sustainable. Yeah. Them little refund checks was gone in a month. That didn't even cover the national average for rent.
So here's a little history on minimum wage. So 1938 is when minimum wage was established. So it was 25 cents. In 38 and 39, it was 30 cents. In 45, it was 40 cents. In 50, it was 75 cents. Then it went to $1 in 56, $1.15 in 61, $1.25 in 63, 67, it was $1.40, 68, $1.60, 1974, $2, 75, $2.10, 76, $2.30. And then 78, it went to $2.65, 79, $2.90. 1980, it went to $3.10. 1981, $3.35. 1990, $3.80. 91, starting to creep up. We're at $4.25. 96, $4.75. 97, $5.15. 2007. In 2007, the minimum wage was $5.85. In 2008, it was $6.55. And in 2009, it went to $7.25. So from 2009 to 2025, it has not changed, which is crazy to think, because it had a gradual increase.
Yeah, on a regular basis.
And the fact that it's been $7.25 since 2009 is just wild.
Yeah.
Now, I do know states have their own minimum wage. So if your state does not agree with what the federal minimum wage, like in Florida, the minimum wage is like $13 an hour. So states have different regulations, but some states don't. They're just like, we doing whatever the federal government is doing. So
I believe that's North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, because they usually have those know your rights, your rights little things up there, and they be like federal minimum wage $7.25. I don't know many jobs that pay $7.25. Like literally, they're starting.
Yeah.
I wish.
I wish a motherfucker would.
Hello.
I wish a motherfucker would send me an offer. If I got an offer letter and it said your hourly rate is $7.25, the way I would print that off, go down to that HR office, crumble it, and throw it in their face.
Here go your $7.25. Oh, they play. So,
that's crazy.
The thing is, all right, we understand that $7.25 is diabolical to offer somebody. What is? I mean, but by law, they literally don't have to pay you more than that.
Which is crazy.
Like, and we letting these folk get away with it. They asked for a $20 minimum wage, and they said no. It got denied within the past 5 years. Like, why are people not angry? Like, I feel like I'm the only.
And why didn't we go back to compromise? Now. Like, okay, 20, if not 2015. Like, why are we not? Why is it like
it stayed? It just
that's like crazy.
They talking about no kings, baby. Let's get paid.
That's what we need. We need to be protesting minimum wage. That's what we need to be protesting.
That's where we all had time. I had my little sign. Hey, I was on them corners in Greensboro with my little protest sign. Listen, I said, "Are you not angry yet?" Like, why people? But you know what? They working people too hard. Them 40 hours. The whole household got to work 40 hours. They trying to sneak attack us. That's what's happening.
Okay.
This is conspiracy.
Getting back to the soft girl era, because we went on a federal minimum wage. But we can dive into conspiracies, though. That is on our list, because I love a good conspiracy run.
I do too.
I love a good conspiracy run.
Okay, so all right, so that's how the soft girl era is interacting with the gender roles. But
Paul, so you think soft girl era is a plot and a ploy and a scheme set up by Todd to get women back into the role that society wants them to play?
I think it's more so putting us in a mindset that we shouldn't be doing as much. Soft girls. But also, I don't mind working. That's not an issue. Yeah. And I feel like that also leads to my soft girl era, because for me, in order to be soft, I need to be safe.
Okay.
That knowing that I'm on secure foundation leads into my softness. So I feel like a lot of the soft girl things that I see, like as far as marketing or even like, let's say marketing. Their soft girl marketing is more so like, just drop all of your things that you usually do. You don't have to do this. Rely on someone else. Be soft. And it's just like, that's not. Yeah, I don't see that for me.
Yeah. No, I agree. My softness can come from security. Because again, if I don't know what's going on or the plan, and I don't even got to know the full plan, I just got the structure, at least the blueprint you got to give to me. Yeah. You have to give me something. Like you have to give me something. I cannot follow you blindly. I'm not that one. And that's okay. If you're not that one, that's okay, because go and find the one that's going to follow you blindly, because I'm not. And I think that's another thing. When it comes to dating, people are just like, oh, I don't understand why you don't do this, or I don't understand why you don't do that. It's like, well, then go find you the one that's going to do that. Like, go find you the one. Why are you critiquing what I got going on? Go find you the one that's going to do what you want them to do.
You know what I think it is? I feel like people be living out they Mad Libs little thing. They be... like Mad Lib story, because they be like, oh yeah, fill in the adjective. I want a wife who adjective. I want a girlfriend who adjective, instead of being like, hey, I like this person, like let me get to know them. I like being around them and things like that. It's like everybody's like putting everybody in a box, like with what they see, instead of just exploring and being like, okay, like I like this person. Like nobody's perfect. Like literally, I don't think anybody's ever going to fit in anybody's box. And that's why they come up with stupid stuff talking about something. Oh yeah, you love your partner, 80% of your partner, and then 20% you don't. What are you talking about? What is that?
Who came up?
I don't
with
get
number?
that.
That's 8 and 2. That's 8 and 2 things. 8 things you like, 2 things you don't. But the 2 things you don't like could be their sexual predator, and that outweighs all the other 8. Like, what are we? So you're saying I should stay with the sexual predator because I like 80% of what's
going on?
That's weird.
That's strange. I don't understand that take. I never understood that take, and I think that people should ask themselves more questions when they hear certain things, because no. So diving more into like what is a soft girl for you? Like what is being soft? We talked about security.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. I think also what I need to be softer is someone who is emotionally stable and aware. And aware of how their emotional intelligence. Yeah, which I didn't want to use that word because I felt like that was folks just be tossing that out there. They don't even know what it means. They're like, I feel like it
grasps like what you're saying though. Like someone who's aware. Like you can't be aware without being intelligent. Someone who can like listen to your emotions and also be able to express theirs. That's all, like that's intelligent. Yeah, to me.
And I think because you're aware of how your emotions affect other people. And while I'm a firm believer in what you do should, like how you are should not dictate how I act, act. Like if you do something, I'm like, why are you doing that? You know that it bothers me. Well, I'm in control of my emotions. So I need to learn how to deal with how that thing is bothering me. However, there's another side of that coin, because if you are someone who is emotionally abusive, then obviously that's going to affect me in a different way. Like, and we got to figure that out. Yeah. So being in tune with yourself, my partner being in tune with their self first, that way I can regulate the group, my emotions, they can regulate their emotions, and we can just have emotional regulation between two. Now, there are going to be some times where we miss it, it gets missed. But I think that would help me I don't want to say it will help me be a foster cat. Why am I that? Yeah. I feel like that would help me foster my soft girl era.
There we go.
That would help me foster my soft girl era. Another thing is just being loved on. I've experienced different levels of love, but like just the unconditional. Loving on me unconditionally. Like there are gonna be some days that I piss you off, and I don't want the love to feel different, because then now I'm in my head, it's causing me anxiety. Just love me unconditionally. Just through the good, the bad, the ugly, the all. I think those three things would help me foster my softer girl.
Okay, so these descriptions sound like relationships, like these are within relationship. Do you feel like you can find your soft girl era without being in a relationship?
That is a good question. That comes
with a relationship?
That is a good question. Because I'm like, how do I show up in the world? I am a friend. I'm a boss.
Indeed.
I'm a mentor. So I'm like, that's a good question. Like, how do I show up softer in those areas too? Okay, so I think professionally having boundaries of like what I am and am not going to take on. Okay. I think that would help me. I think as a softer friend, I don't know. That is a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you can definitely take that and just sit on
ponder
it.
On. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe. Okay. So I'll get into what softness truly means to me. We definitely talked about security, because that's a big one for me. I feel like I've probably, as far as relationships, I feel like I've probably only felt soft like once. And in that relationship, I feel like I felt seen. Like feeling seen makes me feel soft, because it makes me feel confident in who I am, and knowing that, all right, I am me, and I can be myself around these people.
I thought you said you are mean. I'm like, you're not.
Oh, no. I mean, I can be, but I have honestly and diligently worked on that, and I hope it shows, because I feel like I definitely didn't care. Like whatever popped in his head came out my mouth, and I didn't think about anything or anybody. But I feel like I realized that I do have to realize that I'm around people.
Yeah.
But also, how would I feel if someone was talking to me like that? But also, I realized that me and other people have two levels of sensitivity.
Yeah.
Because somebody could talk to me crazy, and I'm not going to take it personally, because I'm trying to figure out what they're even talking about. Like, okay, you're angry.
I can't even hear you. So
okay, like, can we turn the volume down a little bit? Because you're yelling, but like, what's the problem? Like, are you like, is it something I did said? Like, is it something that you did said and you were expecting something? Like, expectations definitely will tee up people. But so being able to be seen, feeling safe, so that's physically safe, mentally safe, emotionally safe. Like, I need to be able to express my full range of me, and know that somebody not gonna be like, well, why are you doing that? Why is that any of your, why are you here? That's what that's what I be like. I don't like when people question me, like when I'm just being myself. It's just
that sad because it's like especially if you thought it was a safe place for you to just be your organic self, and then someone ruins that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that because that fits across the diaspora of like how you show up in the world as a friend, as an employee, as a girlfriend. Like that one definitely being able to be your organic self.
I think that that encompasses it. Being able to be vulnerable. So finding places where I can show up just not unauthentically, but authentically myself. Just being able to show up. Yeah. I know that I feel comfortable if I start singing. But then again, like I will pop up with a song. Just
yeah, you love a good jingle. Maybe you could start your own jingle making company.
They're never original. So
like Jamie Foxx. Remember he used to write. Remember that was his job on the Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah,
he was a jingle.
I thought you were talking about like in real life.
Oh no,
I made one. I was like, what? I learn something new every day.
I can't.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's because I don't feel like I have like an era of softness, but I definitely see the benefits of being soft and being able to, just show up as yourself without feeling like, oh my gosh, the world's against me or everybody's judging me. And I realized that's what was causing a lot of my anxiety, like thinking that, oh, these people are expecting something of me. And one, I had to realize, who are these people? Like, half these people ain't even paying me, so I don't care. And I think that's when I really started entering my main character phase, because it was just like, who are these people? Most of these people we not. It's a lot of things they not doing. And I'm keep it that way because I want to keep it PG. But
we gonna go ahead and wrap that on there because I was just gonna say, how about we make it gender neutral? How about, because I think you hit on a lot of valid points of like, it's not about this. I think we all as humans just want to show up and be our authentic selves. I think that's the gist of it. And when you are your authentic self, you are a much softer person in general. I think a lot of people, because they haven't had the space to be themselves in whatever aspect of their lives, it makes them hard. So how about that? How about in the comments, y'all let us know how and what things could change in your life to make you show up as just a genuinely softer person. It doesn't matter if you subscribe to whatever gender it is. We are all human at the end of the day. So how do you feel like, and what things do you feel like need to be altered in your life for you to show up as just a softer person? Or your authentic, organic human being self.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever felt like you were a soft girl without ever realizing it?
No.
Or in that space?
Has never happened. At this point,
this is not cheap repeating.
I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to be a soft girl. Even when I was in a relationship, I still felt like I still had to take care of me. And then my household wasn't like we were living together or anything like that. So I don't know. But I am going to ponder on that point you made of, is the only way that I can be a soft girl in a relationship. I need to really break that down.
Okay. I feel like I definitely experienced a soft girl era without realizing it. But I think I realized it on the end. But I ain't gonna hold you. I definitely messed up that relationship. That was on me. That, hey, it is what it is. But that was also me self-sabotaging. That was me entering the soft girl era and being like, oh, I don't know what this is. Like, I gotta protect myself. So not knowing that this was something safe. And I kind of was just like, oh, let me move in a way to protect myself, not realizing that this was somebody who was being vulnerable with me, and I was in turn being vulnerable back, but I didn't know how to be fully vulnerable at that time.
Yeah.
So
that's unfortunate, but I mean, you have the self-awareness now to be like, when I see it, I'll know it.
Exactly. I will say, well, that's relationship wise. I feel like now I'm definitely more in a softer era than I was before, because I feel like I used to be in survival mode. Like it was like, I need to survive. But like right now I'm more in the exploration. Like I need to better understand what I need. Like I realize I need slow mornings. I need to be able to wake up and have time to just stretch, breathe, think to myself, what's going on, journal, drink some tea, eat a light breakfast, something like that. I need a slow morning before I get started and just
and see but you're only able to achieve that because you're like, it's difficult when you're employed, like, and trying to like start your morning slow when you already, unless some people can create it, right? Like some people have that availability, but then there are some people who they have to be at work at 9. They got to get up. They got to get their children ready. They got to get them ready. So it's so difficult to like carve out space for yourself.
That's fair.
In such a busy life.
I will say that I started crafting the slow mornings when I was working, because I saw that it was a lot to just get up and go and all of that. So when I was working, I would wake up 2 hours prior to me having to be at work. And I understand that it's a shift, but it has to be intentional. And that's just what I need for me. Now it may look different for you. Like you may need like slow nights or different like unwinding. So whatever helps you just like get that weight of the world up off you, because it's heavy. It is so heavy out here. You have to take care of yourself. There's you can't pour from an empty cup. Like, yes, you have to get the kids up. Yes, you gotta cook. Yes, you gotta make sure you at work, but you also have to take care of yourself. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. It be them phones. Put the phone down. Sometimes, like, doom scrolling, you sit there and you've been there for an hour. That's the hour you could have gave yourself.
On the toilet, your leg numb.
Okay. So, like, you just really, it starts with being intentional, and then it just becomes practice. That's how it starts. Like, it's not going to be easy. I don't say that to say it's easy, because it was COVID where I really just started looking at my life, where I was just like, what is it? Because I was waking up probably like, if my trip to work was 20 minutes, I would wake up 30 to 45 minutes before I needed to be at work. So brushing my teeth, washing my face, putting my clothes on, and I'm out the house. I ain't even grab no water. I didn't pray. I ain't breathe. I ain't did nothing. So I understand that lifestyle, because I've lived it. I've definitely lived it, and my body was sore. My mind was sore. I was overwhelmed all the time. I was actually depressed too. Like, I realized it makes me feel like, dang, every day is the same day. I'm doing the same stuff, and it's just monotonous. Like, no.
Like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward moves to all where the Squidwards are. Yes. And at first it's cool to do the same thing all day, every day. But then he got real tired. Yeah. He got real tired after a while. So
So it's finding out what works for you, really. Yeah. Trial and error. It ain't going to be easy, because I tried to learn how to code at one point, and I don't mind it, but I also had to be honest. Am I trying to sit at a computer for 40 hours a day trying to figure out how you done broke the website? No, I'm not. No. So so I realized that even though I was good at it, I understood it. I can write code. I can inspect a website. I can do all of that. But is that something that I want to do 40 hours a week? No. Yeah. So really just also being honest with how you feel about it. Like, you may really enjoy it for now, but are you going to enjoy this in the long term? That's one thing to just pay attention to. like while you're going through it, because it may just be something that you do every now and again too.
That is true. That is true.
Like, who want to eat cake every day?
Yeah, that's. Well, y'all let us know in the comments if you want to eat cake every day, because if you like it, I love it. You know, just tell us what your self-care plan is. Yeah. Let's start with a self-care plan. What's your self-care plan? And then you can ease into that routine. Like Shanti said, you can do a morning routine, a night routine. Just let us know how you want to tap into being a kinder, gentle, softer version of you. Or it doesn't even have to be kinder, gentle, softer. However, whatever makes you feel good. Maybe you like being a hard body. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe that is your soft girl. Make sure that you're taking care of everything. You tired of being taken care of. You wanna be the leader. That may make you softer.
Hey, we just want to know. Comment below.
And at the wrap up of every single show, we got to give the skin folks they flowers. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, but you know what? The folks that we shout out deserve their flowers. Mm-hmm. Who would you like to give their flowers this week, girl?
So I would like to give my flowers to Miss Willa Robinson, the owner of Willa Books and Vinyls. Miss Willa was one of the first Black-owned bookstores in Kansas City, Missouri. And I don't know if y'all ever been to Kansas City, but it's not a lot happening out there. Okay?
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot happening out there. So, 1978, Miss Willa made her purpose in life to be a curator of Black art. And a news article written by Kansas City Star, it reported that Robinson's collection has the first editions of Frederick Douglass, Langston Hughes, Richard Wright. So she has, like, we're dating back centuries of just Black authors, Black art, Black games she has. So Miss Willa's collection has over 20,000 books. That's a lot of books to have in a single bookstore. That ranges back from different decades, different genres. I mean, she has fiction, nonfiction. She has children's books. She has teenage books. She has adult books. She has any book, you name it, she probably has it. Well, unfortunately, recently Miss Willa decided that it was time for her to retire. She's like 87 years old, so you know she's been working for quite some time. Yeah. While it wasn't an easy decision to make, Miss Willa knew that this was one that needed to transition. So fortunately, the Kansas City Defender, which is a media outlet, has decided to take over the bookstore, and so they want to make it like a national. They want to make it into a national, like, historical landmark in Kansas City. So Miss Willa's bookstore will be open to the public, and you can now go in and kind of like its own mini library. You can check out the books, read them for free. You can check out the art that she has. So if you're ever in Kansas City or you need a reason to visit Kansas City, please go stop by Willa Books and Vinyl so you can support. If you want to learn more about her, I will, and make sure that there are 2 news articles that you can read more about Miss Willa. And then also, if you want to visit her website, it is willabooks with an S, KC.com.
Awesome. Shout out to her. It's definitely important to keep those type of artifacts within the community, because especially where they are banning books and burning books and all of that. So that's very vital. I like that. Shout out to you, Miss Girl. I ain't mean to call you Miss Girl.
Miss Willa, she's still that girl. Miss Willa's still that girl, honey.
Okay, period. And shout out to you for retiring and knowing when to let go. And letting go to people that you understand will take care of what you put together and take the journey even further. Love that.
Yeah. Carrying on that legacy, man. Carrying on that legacy.
There we go. That's the verbiage. Okay, so this week I want to shout out Miss Simone Gordon, aka the Black Fairy Godmother. She is based in New Jersey, and she's a mom to a nonverbal autistic son. Now, her organization came about when she was struggling and needed help with her son, and she went through the traditional government and private agencies, and they placed her on a continuous loop of unreturned calls. But y'all know how we do in this digital age. She went to social media for help, and her plea did not go unheard. So she went to that Facebook group, and she said that among the women who answered her call, she literally was able to go the next week to begin therapy with her son. And with that, it inspired her to build on her capacity for outreach. So she began to build partnerships with women who, one, shared her frustration and felt like they didn't have a voice, but also she built corporate relationships like with Instacart, who wanted to know why she was ordering so much food to different addresses. And so now they because she was serving the community, and they was like, hold on, you got a lot going on. But they ended up partnering with her and forgiving delivery fees for certain families. Yeah, so they were able to forgive over delivery fees for orders over $200 per family, which is most of the orders that Simone usually makes. Now she's expanded her reach with many other programs. She has the Angel Food Assistance Fund, which helps families facing food insecurity, the Domestic Violence Fund, which helps safely place families who are fleeing unsafe environments, the Adopt a Family program, which allows partners to either share with outreach and a fundraiser on social media or in their own personal, social, and professional circles. The Emergency Assistance Fund, which has the sole purpose of helping families with immediate needs for transportation, utility bills, urgent medical care, and other critical situations. The Birthday Fundraiser, which uses a birthday celebration to make a difference by choosing a fundraiser to promote against your family, friends, and associates. And finally, the Fairy Dust Scholarship Fund, which helps women with enrollment into community college or receive a license or certification in their field of choice. This is the next level and the next steps to help marginalized mothers to have a second chance at life. So she's definitely for the mothers, but also she has a heart for children with special needs. So I wanted to give her flowers. She's been working hard. So
and this is what we mean by leaning into your community. This is a prime example of that. So yes.
Y'all know it's a lot going on. So we're trying to help y'all out. Tell y'all who out here in this community. Because even Miss Willa, is it Willa or Willow?
Yeah, Miss Willa.
Miss Willa, yeah. Even Miss Willa giving back to the community, making sure that we got our resources. That is important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the people that we have given our flowers today.
Yes.
But as always, y'all, thank you so much for listening. We always appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to stay present, mind your business,
wash your ass, and secure the bag.
Bye.